And now, First Warn 5 weather with meteorologist Alan Shoemaker.
Hey, so if you look out in the sky right now, or probably in the next couple of hours, you may see a ring around the sun, called a 22-degree halo, or just a ring around the sun. But this is caused by some of the high thin clouds out there. When the sunlight shines through, it creates a little halo effect, or like a rainbow effect around the sun. So don't go out and stare directly at the sun. At least look at it in this picture. That's safe. But even if you put sunglasses on, don't look right there. Look off to the side. You can see the ring around, far enough away from the sun is still kind of safe to look at. So again, don't stare right there. But you can see the ring if you look up this afternoon. Probably still out there for another hour or two, depending on the thickness and the type of clouds still out there. But mainly those high thin clouds. So something cool to see. If you missed it here, I posted it on our Facebook weather page, facebook.com/KRGV weather, if you want to check that out too. Other thing that's been very prevalent around here is the dry weather. Our rain chances not very good. So instead of showing you the rain chances for the next 7 days where they all say 0%, here's another way you can pretty much guess how the rain chances are going to turn out. Dry, 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 and dry. That's the next 7 days right there. See, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dries. So that's what we have for rain chances. You could argue there's a super tiny chance maybe Monday night for a sprinkle, but you know the way things are going, there won't be much. So today, though, if you don't have rain, at least you can enjoy the dry weather. Fantastic Friday, a lot of sunshine around. Again, some of those high thin clouds around the valley skies today. The weekend, some clouds on Saturday, but should be dry, maybe a breeze increasing more by Sunday, but other than that, a pretty nice weekend. I think the Sunday breezes may gust to about 30 miles per hour or so. So in case you're trying to gauge your weekend there, temperature kind of warm, not too hot, not too cool, still pretty close to average. The average high this time of year in the upper 70s will be close to that. Warmest on Sunday, where it could top 80 in some areas, maybe low 80s in a few spots, but brightest day probably on Sunday as well. The humidity not getting too high this weekend. You won't feel that mugginess in the air, but it won't be as dry feeling as it has been in some days over the last week. But a pretty nice stretch of weather for the weekend. And the rain chances, as you saw, you can probably figure like down there to 0. Pretty much dry weather all the way through the weekend. Even the long-range models say no rain maybe all of next week as well, all the way through next Friday or so. Things are looking mostly dry. High temperatures today back in the upper 70s, may briefly touch 80 in Starr County, but I think a lot of places stay in the 70s this afternoon. Something else for this weekend, remember, set your clocks ahead 1 hour if you still have an alarm clock or something like that. For a lot of people in the world today, what it comes down to is you have the cell phone, and if you stare at it at 1:59 on the late Saturday night, early Sunday morning, if you stare at it for long enough, it goes magically from 1:59 to 3. It skips that whole hour. You didn't black out for an hour. Just the time change. So you will notice that it stays lighter in the evening by an extra hour on Sunday, but it will be darker in the mornings. Future track winds. Remember I said Sunday might be a little windy. On Future Track on Sunday, it does pick the wind speeds up a bit. So don't be surprised if you see the winds sustain maybe close to 20 miles per hour on Sunday with higher gusts, maybe 30 miles per hour, a little more. It could be a fairly breezy end of the weekend on Sunday, but today and Saturday, not too much of a breeze out there, just a very light breeze. And Future Track overall shows, again, mainly dry weather and sunshine. Sunshine around this afternoon, low humidity, light winds across the valley. By this evening and tonight, just some clouds passing through, but if you're out at the first night of Border Fest or anything fun, it looks pretty quiet out there. A little cool. Late tonight, we'll dip back into the 50s, but that's about it. Not quite as cool as it was this morning. And then tomorrow, you notice a lot more gray on the map, indicating clouds. I don't think we'll see nearly as much sunshine tomorrow. It may not be 100% gray clouds, but probably 70 or 80% cloud cover. Most of the time, it's going to be fairly cloudy. So more clouds, but no rain-bearing clouds tomorrow. And then tomorrow night looks pretty quiet as well. And then Sunday, maybe some patches of clouds from time to time, but I still think Sunday overall is a brighter day. It tries to show a sprinkle or two. I think that's overdone on Sunday, but a breezy day, gusts about 30 miles per hour possible, and then it might still be a little breeze on Monday. Today, a high of 78, mostly sunny skies, low humidity, light winds, no more than about 15 miles per hour. And by tonight, temperatures drop down into the 50s. But the First Warn 5 AccuWeather 7-day forecast, highs on their way back up slowly. 77 tomorrow, but then 80 on Sunday. A little breezy on Sunday, 82 on Monday. You'll probably notice a lot more humidity by about Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. It looks warmer at night, warmer by day with highs in the 80s, and still practically no rain chance. We wrote in there a few night showers or sprinkles, maybe Monday night, Monday evening or night, but that's a very, 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 very low chance. After that, things look pretty dry for a while with some sunshine mixed with clouds, and temperatures stay in the 80s. So warm weather is still making a comeback as we get into spring break time coming up in your First Warn 5 forecast. Dina?